I've got 3 things that I want to share with you that I've used to maximize my mental health. Let's start with what is mental health. Mental health, it's a touchy subject. So for me, what I'm going to explain my mental health as, our mental health is our brain. And what I mean by that is our organ within our skull. That is what controls how our mind works. Look at what a bad mental health is, or an unstable mental health is. Unstable mental health, what would be experienced most of the time, and I'm going to refer to myself because that's honestly what I know. So for myself, an unstable mental health is going to be anxiety. And what anxiety looked like for me is when I was constantly stressed out. I was so worried about the future, very, very antsy, on point, blah, 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 blah. Nothing felt clear to me. So what anxiety looked like was then a foggy mind. I didn't have mental clarity at that stage. Another version of an unstable mental health for myself was depression. For depression looked like for me, I was in a hole. I didn't feel like I was progressing, and in all honesty, I really liked being like a sad sack. I liked being just stuck in my rut and not really going anywhere. So you know what's easier? Easier to get pissed every night, easier to suck on the yarny every night. It's so much easier to do that than actually deal with things. So the other thing is mood swings, and many people may label this as bipolar or some sort of neurodivergency. And of course, look at me, I'm talking super fast. ADHD, that's what I would label myself as. But for me, fuck the labels, I don't give a shit. But let's keep it simple. Remove the label, this is the truth. The mood goes from one side to the other. I would go from super excited about the future, oh shit, now I'm nervous about the future, oh, I don't know what to do. And then that led me into a stage of depression. I was struggling. If you look at one of the other reels that I've done, we speak so much more about depression. You get heaps of value out of that. With depression, that then led to the mood swings, just constantly, oh yes, I'm super excited, well, boom, now I'm crashing, now I can't be bothered doing anything. And there was many things that actually caused that. So much was through substance. So alcohol, super excited, super elated, what we'd call it, and then the next morning crashed. That to me is a mood swing. Other people may think of that as a form of bipolar, whatever you want to call it. It's all to do with the mind and the mind's health, the mental health. That for me is what the unstable mindset, the unstable mental health was. We've got anxiety, depression, and mood swings. Those are the main things. Underlying things, of course, but we don't need to touch on that today, just for your sake. So let's look at a stable mental health. And stable can look like mental clarity. We've reduced the brain fog. Mental clarity looks like I want to do something, I want to go over there. What do I need to do to get there? In previous reels that I've done, we speak about goals. I set a goal, I'm clear on that goal, and now I'm clear on the steps to take. That is how the mental clarity has really aided and helped me to progress and to constantly progress. Super important. So a stable mental health is mental clarity, and I don't like using the word cure. I've managed my anxiety and depression. What I mean by that is managed means that of course I'm still going to feel some sort of anxiety. Of course I'm going to have my low times, but it's managed. I have gained tools where I can go, cool, anxiety coming up. Oh, I'm super anxious about the future. Why am I anxious about the future? I have the tools to then figure that out, reverse it, amazing. It's now managed and I don't get to feel those things. Same thing with depression. Aware that, oh shit, that's stressing me out. I need to deal with that. Okay, all right, how do I deal with this? Awesome, let's bring myself back in the present. I've got the tools and I've learned to manage it a lot simply than trying to deal with it, feel with it. And the next thing is, biggest thing, with a stable mindset, and this is huge for me, I'm constantly growing. And what I mean by this is we're focusing on growth, focusing on how can I become better than I was yesterday. If I was anxious yesterday, what did I do yesterday that may have triggered that anxiety? Cool, tomorrow I'm going to do my best to not do it. Or I am going to focus on going to the gym today because I know that's going to be a way to manage my anxiety. I want to learn something, for example, slap on a podcast, awesome podcast, learn some stuff, how I can improve how I speak to clients. That is key. If I focus on, if I've got the mental clarity and I'm learning to manage the anxiety and depression, I'm constantly growing. That is important. If I do not have mental clarity and I do not have the tools to manage my anxiety and depression, I cannot grow, which then cycle back to depression, cycle back to anxiety and having the mental fog, and of course, getting mood swings. So it's super important to take these steps one at a time. Those are the 3 steps. We've got more how-tos on how to do all of this stuff. I'm super happy and super excited to share them with you. See you on the next one.